Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general forecast for December 2019. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So let's jump in. Okay, so for the first card, we have the Nine of Coins. So it looks like we are definitely focused on our finances and maybe even some financial investments, some opportunities. No matter what, we're focused on being financially independent, self sustained. We are potentially making investments. That's going to resonate with some of you. For some of you, it won't. I always like to remind everyone, take what resonates and leave the rest. But we are definitely focused on money and material items, but more so money, and we want to make good investments. We want to keep the money flowing in and make good investments that will help us out for a long time to come. For some of you, this could be representing, a new job opportunity or a project that you may be doing. No matter what, when I see this card, I know that, finances are good, or they're working on towards being good or improving, getting better. This is what we're working towards. Financial security, independence. Now, funny enough, we have 3 9s, so it's like there's definitely cycles that are coming to a close so that we can begin with something new or a new phase of our life. But we definitely have a general theme of completion here. So the next card is the Nine of Cups. So this is definitely the wish card. So maybe there's something that you have been wanting or wishing for, and it's probably related to finances in some way, shape, or form. And when the Nine of Cups is in reverse, this is very, very positive. It definitely indicates that we are working towards obtaining and getting this wish fulfilled. Things are definitely in our favor as far as it getting fulfilled, because all these nines definitely are pointing towards completion. So that is a very good sign, very good omen for, us being able to achieve this financial security. We just need to keep working towards it. As long as we don't get lazy and resort to wishful thinking, because we always have to be willing to, roll our sleeves up and get our hands dirty, so to speak, because we have to put the action behind the wish. We can make 100 million wishes, but if we don't do anything, if we don't put any action behind it towards actually achieving it, then then the chances of it coming true are slim. Not that it can't, but you know what I mean. We have to be willing to work and go after it. But it definitely looks like whatever wish you may be holding near and dear, whatever you want that you've been focused on obtaining, it looks very, very good and positive for you. So the next card, which I did clarify because I was like, uh-oh. So we get the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. So it's like everything's looking great financially, but is there something going on in the home life, in the family life, marriage, relationship? This could also be relationships, that are familial as well. They don't have to necessarily be about romantic relationships. It could be little of both. Now, this could also indicate that perhaps something could potentially go wrong and break down or malfunction within the home. And if that's the case, it will be something that has something to do with water. So, not that this is going to happen for everyone, but I have to say it for those that it will resonate with. So, this could be like a washer, that potentially breaks, or a dishwasher, or a water heater, something that has to do with water. So it could be an electrical appliance within our home that could take a crap, unfortunately. That's not going to resonate with all of you. I just have to mention it. Now, for some of you, this could indicate that, it could be something foundation-wise within the home. But this can also indicate acts of God. Flooding, more specifically. So, yeah, I hope that's definitely not a part of this, but, if it is, gotta throw that out there. So, now this can also be pointing towards maybe some unhappiness within the home life, or in the family life, or in, a relationship. Again, the relationship could be romantic, could be platonic, could be a familial relationship. Perhaps maybe people are not seeing eye to eye. There could be some sort of misunderstandings or disagreements that could have taken place. These are very potential possibilities. If you're trying to sell your home, this could indicate a delay in regards to that. Yeah. And for those of you who celebrate Christmas, not everyone does, but for those of you who celebrate Christmas, a lot of times, we get together with family. Some of us have multiple parties to go to for different sides of the family, and some of us have one party, but I'm getting a feeling that for some of you, this could be some sort of family disagreement that could happen for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you, okay? Maybe there could be a family member that you don't really want to have to deal with, or maybe a family member that just causes a lot of drama, So that could shake things up in the home a bit, And these are just things I'm throwing out here because every single one of us, our situations are different. They're not going to fold exactly the same way for all of us. So I went ahead and clarified this one, and we got the Two of Coins. So here we're having to juggle, our responsibilities and our finances, so this kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, some of us could be experiencing some financial hard times. Maybe some of us might be feeling like we're having to rob Peter to pay Paul. Christmas can be a bit overwhelming sometimes with all of the gifts and, wanting to make sure everybody gets something. You get where I'm going with this. So, this could definitely indicate that we may be having some unexpected expenses that pop up, and then we have to juggle our resources, so to speak. But, we do need to be careful. It's best to just focus on one thing at a time, but, it seems like this situation may not necessarily allow that. So, but this will manifest in different ways for everyone. For some of you, you could be having to juggle different families, different sides of the family. So that could be part of this friction, especially regarding get-togethers for the holidays. We may be having to juggle them, and this could be kind of draining, not just physically but emotionally. So, yeah, definitely a potential possibility. For some of you, this could be juggling multiple jobs, trying to multitask and do several things at once, and maybe it's taking you away from home more than you would like, which could be causing some issues. Again, you'll know which part resonates with you and which parts don't. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. So the next card, we have the Hermit. This is us. This is Virgo. So, when issues arise, we need to go within and listen. Listen to that inner voice, listen to that intuition, listen to that gut feeling. We know what we need to do. Now, for some of you, maybe you'll be reaching out to get some advice from someone else that you would consider wise. No matter what, when I see the Hermit, this is wise counsel that is given. So, very good advice. So whether the advice is coming from your own subconscious or coming from someone else, it is good advice, it is wise, and definitely advice that we should follow. But I definitely like to say, go within, quiet the mind the best that we can, because Virgo's got some overactive minds. Trying to get it to shut off just to go to sleep can be a challenge. So we definitely need to go within. This can also be where we are reevaluating certain situations. So there might be a situation that we need to reevaluate and then listen to the wisdom of our subconscious mind, or potentially, reach out for advice. Now, for some of you, might be hiring a lawyer in regards to something within the home. Now, that is only going to resonate with literally a very small handful of you, but I have to say it as I'm receiving the message. So, okay, moving forward. At least with the Hermit upright, we know that we're going to get the right advice and counsel that we need. Also, what I love about the Hermit card is, typically it's a lantern, but we can be very wise, and sometimes we need to share our wisdom with other people, especially if this is like, a situation within a family or the home life. You have much wisdom that you can share with other people as well, so don't be afraid to do that. Some people may think you're being critical or judgmental, but that's really not where we're coming from. We're just trying to help. If we didn't like you or love you, we wouldn't even take the time to tell you how to do something or tell you the best way to handle something. We do it out of love, and that's what so many people misunderstand about Virgos. Not that we're trying to be mean, we're trying to help. It just may come across the wrong way. Okay, so for the next card, which I definitely clarified because I was like, ooh. So we got the Six of Cups in the reverse position. So this is definitely memories from the past that are not so great, okay? So there could be some sort of memories that could be coming up regarding our past or our childhood that are not so great. Perhaps someone from our past that we don't have the best memories with could reemerge, especially with all these potential get-togethers for the holidays. So this is going to resonate for some of you, not all of you, okay? But this can also indicate that we could potentially be looking at our past through, a pair of rose-colored spectacles. We're not seeing things as they truly are. Sometimes this can be a pattern that we've been carrying with us, and we need to really let that pattern go. Now, this one, just a little bit of a trigger warning here. Because this is tough, but I have to say it because this is going to resonate with some of you, and it is important to get it out. Some of you could be struggling with memories from your past or even your childhood that could be traumatizing, if you catch my drift, okay? Sometimes we can have a not so great childhood or past where we could have been traumatized, abused, and maybe the appearance of someone could potentially trigger these. I'm just giving this warning for a few of you who might experience this. Now, for some of you who do have some traumatizing experiences, perhaps maybe you're continuing to carry those around, and we really need to do our best to heal and move forward, and we don't want to automatically assume that everyone is going to treat us the same way or that everyone is going to hurt us. You know, that's what I mean in regards to patterns. Some patterns we need to drop. Not everyone is going to hurt us, but it, you know, especially if you've been traumatized or abused in your childhood, sometimes that can really get in and stick with you for many, many years. So that just comes down to, you know, we need to do some healing. This can also indicate, you know, getting some counseling or therapy. You know, some of you could already be doing that, and if you are, then this is an indication that it's working and it's helping. But for those of you that have had issues in the past like this, if you did not seek any help, that could be beneficial. Now, for another part of you, and especially related to like career or, you know, side job, side work, this could indicate working with children, or this could even be, you know, not children, teenagers. This could even be working with adults that could have been traumatized or abused in their childhood. So for some of you, this could indicate some work that you might do with people who have been traumatized. And if you can help people like that, that is beautiful. That is wonderful. So I clarify it and I get the Page of Cups. So this definitely indicates a message that is coming in, but the message is one that is encouraging and loving. And typically with the Page of Cups, the energy is this person who reaches out to us wants to help. But this could also be a message coming in, you know, regarding a job for some of you. Now, this could also be, speaking of jobs, you know, if you have like a creative type job, or you're a writer, or, you know, something like that, you know, this could indicate that we could be potentially dealing with some writer's block, or feeling like our creativity is kind of stifled, you know. Don't worry if you've been going through some issues like that. That's going to come to an end, okay? This is just temporary, but we're going to get past those blocks and our creativity will start fully flowing again, okay? But yeah, definitely a positive, encouraging, loving message. And also, this person that comes in, they could be bringing you an opportunity for a job, and this job could have ties to your past in some way, shape, or form. So do keep that in mind. And for some of you, you know, this could have ties to, you know, maybe some not so great memories with a brother, sister, a cousin, you know, a friend, you know, family friend. Yeah. It doesn't have to be so traumatic. It can be something pretty simple but still upsetting. So we just need to deal with that and move forward and heal. Okay. So the next card is the Five of Wands. So if this is definitely if this is a conflict that occurs with someone that, is tied to the family, just know that the conflict can be solved. When I see this card, I know that there's been some confusion, some struggles, but most of all, this is conflict. And a lot of times, it's like it can start out as something small. For some of us, it's something huge, but it's like it starts from one thing and then it can develop into 20, 30, 40 different other things. It's like so many arguments can arise from one, and then it's like, geez, why did this ever start? So, some sort of family disagreements could be it. Now, the upside is when with the Five of Wands being reversed, this shows that perhaps there will be a mediator, someone who can help mediate to help resolve this conflict. So conflict resolution would be very, very positive here. And for some of you who just may be going through a period of confusion and a little bit of struggles, maybe regarding finances or where we fit at in our career or in our life or in our relationships, this would definitely indicate that we're going to get those answers. But this is also one of those cards where let's sit down, let's figure all this out and work it out in a constructive, positive, mature way. And sometimes it does take a mediator to help get that going. So, yeah, but it looks like if you need a mediator, one will be there. And for some of you, you could be the mediator. So for some of you, this family issue could be someone else in your family, and you may be the one that they come to for advice, and then you may be the one that ends up mediating. So that's also a potential possibility. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Coins. This is the Sun and Virgo card. So this is us definitely continuing to use our skills and abilities, and we are working towards perfecting them. And with our skills and abilities that we are fine-tuning and perfecting here, they can bring us financial rewards. They can also bring us awards, recognition. So in regards to jobs, that would definitely be very, very positive, especially seeing how, boom, we have the Nine of Coins right after that, which is beautiful. So finances will improve. Okay, so for those of you who have watched my readings before, I normally use the Romance Oracle, but I've gotten a new set of cards which I absolutely love because, not every Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign is in a relationship or wants to be, We do have this hermit energy. Some of us like to be alone. Some of us can happily be in a relationship, but we still have to have some of our alone time. Anyhow, these cards cover all relationships. They don't just focus on romance. That is part of it, but it covers our relationships, with our parents, our children, our extended family members. This can even be about our relationships we have with our coworkers, our business partners. But most importantly, this is about the relationship that we have with ourselves as well. And so I think that is wonderful. So some of these messages that come through in these cards will be related to certain relationships in your life. And you'll know which relationship each particular card applies to, or if all of the cards are speaking about one particular relationship in your life. You'll know better than me. So I will be reading from the book. I'm still getting familiarized with these. They are very similar to the traditional tarot, but there are no tens, no pages, knights, kings, queens, and they're definitely in the context of relationships. So this deck is called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. It's by John Holland. Just throwing that out there in case it interests any of you. And if you want to purchase the deck, I do like the backs of the cards. This is the heart chakra. All these cards are very beautiful. We have gold gilding on them. Beautiful. And by the way, this is not a promoted video or anything. I'm just simply sharing because the deck is new to me and I like it. And I'm still in the process of memorizing this book here. And I really like the fact that it's for all relationships, and especially the relationship we have with ourselves. So, okay, let's move forward. So, the first card that you guys get is Balance. So this would be similar to Temperance in the traditional tarot. I really like how he did this card. We have the man and the woman, and they're kind of merged as one, but we can still see the two separate faces. I really like that. Okay, so keywords: renew, acknowledge, compromise, equality, harmony, and healing. Balance is important in all aspects of life, but it is especially important in relationships, both with others and with yourself. This card suggests that you examine your relationships to see if they are truly in balance. A healthy relationship should include time to be together as well as time to be apart. Facts. Okay, take some time in peaceful solitude to renew your acquaintance with yourself. Acknowledge what you bring to the relationship and what your partner brings to the relationship. Ensure that you both play an equal role and that no one person dominates. Compromise is required in order for a relationship to be harmonious. Be willing to give and receive. By finding the middle ground, you'll help to ensure that your needs and the needs of your partner are met. Compromise also includes accepting that people are individuals with different personalities and ways of looking at the world. Embrace your differences. Rejoice in your similarities. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through issues honestly and with love. Confident that your differences can be resolved. This is an excellent time to help heal discordant relationships by bringing them into better balance. If you're seeking a romantic relationship, balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. Also, making sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance will set the tone for new romance that is on its way to you. And then there's an affirmation. I embrace our differences and bring balance and healing to my relationships. Yes, that's nice. Okay. So the next card is Flow, which would be similar to the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Okay. Okay, keywords: attract, expect, release, serendipity, cycles, and expansion. The energies around you at this time are positive and are driving you forward. Let yourself flow with these energies and put them to good use. This is an opportune time to attract your heart's desires. Do you want more love, peace, or greater understanding? Is your heart calling out for a new relationship? Does a current relationship need improvement? Focus on your desires and allow them to manifest by expecting them to. At the same time, release yourself to the flow. Events greater than you can ever imagine may be heading your way. Project your desires, but also be open to new possibilities. Good fortune and joyful synchronicities come with the Flow card. Open your heart and arms wide and embrace what comes to you. Nothing is static. Life flows in cycles, expanding and contracting, changing and growing. You may be entering a new cycle regarding matters of the heart. Welcome this new cycle. When a stone is tossed into a pond, the ripples flow with the water as they expand and grow. You're in an exciting period of forward movement and expansion, heading into the unknown. This forward movement may guide you into new relationships or out of old ones. In either case, know that the change is for your highest good. The energy of expansion will help you grow into your new situation gracefully, safely, and comfortably. And then the affirmation, I move forward with grace and ease. Okay, so the next card is Open Up. I believe this is like the Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins. Open up. Keywords: withdrawal, blocks, control, and release. Sometimes past sorrows cause you to withdraw, both from your emotions and from other people, as a way of preventing further pain. However, this closing up or shutting down prevents a free flow of energy from and to you, interfering with the ability of the universe to fulfill your desires. When this card appears, it suggests that you may have blocked or closed off your energy field in some way. Have you let sadness or fear prevent you from moving forward into more satisfying, loving relationships? Release this blocking energy by working with affirmations, prayer, and your spirit guides. The more you open up your energy field, the sooner you will receive what you desire. Also, watch out for the need to control relationships to thrive. The energy must be free-flowing. Everyone must have the right to self-expression, and when you open yourself up, you allow your relationships to grow and evolve. Okay. I feel like, yeah, all right. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Trust card, which is the Fool in the traditional tarot. Keywords: leap, dare, innocence, optimism, belief, and courage. Rejoice, the universe is looking out for you. And now it's time to trust that the path you're on is in fact the right one. Believe that whatever you desire concerning affairs of the heart can be manifested in the proper time and for your highest good. Trusting the universe takes courage, but it also removes the burden of doing it on your own. And when you feel alone in a situation, it can diminish your energy and desire to take actions that will improve the situation. This card reminds you that you are not alone. It is also a reminder that positive energy is available to you to manifest what you truly desire. In addition to trust, this is a card of action and opportunity. Once we know that the universe has our back, we are free to take that all-important leap of faith and pursue our dreams concerning affairs of the heart. Put aside any fear, disillusionment, frustration, or hopelessness, and open your heart to what you desire. Do it now with the carefree innocence you had as a child. Expect to receive what you need. Take steps to find love or to improve or strengthen a relationship. Take some risks and maintain an attitude of positive expectancy. Whether it's a relationship with another person or the relationship with yourself, now is the time to take action. Even a good relationship can be improved. What steps can you take to achieve what you desire? And then the affirmation, I open myself to giving and receiving love that is for my highest good. I like that with the major cards that you get affirmations, because those can be helpful. Okay. Well, stay strong, Virgo. Keep your head up. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to work through it. I think things are going to be great. Yes, we're going to have a bump in the road, but we're going to get past it in no time. So, I'd also like to take a moment here. If you've never subscribed or just stumbled across this video, please do subscribe, like, share, comment. And then I would also like to ask, or let you guys know, that I do still provide personal readings, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information will be below in the description box, and please help support me so I can continue doing this. If you're not interested in buying a personal reading, even a donation, even $1 would help. Not necessary, but would be greatly appreciated if you're feeling gracious. But either way, enough of that. Shameless plug, I guess. But anyway, I know you guys are going to make it through this. And I really love the talk of flow, because we can learn something from our opposite sign, which is Pisces. They tend to go with the flow, whereas we're like very, very structured, and yeah. But we can learn a lot from Pisces. Sometimes we just need to go with the flow and see how things turn out. But anyhow, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas to those of you who do celebrate. I love you guys, and I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.